You are from Iowa.
Yes.
So how impactful has been Caitlin Clark to Iowa and to women's sports?
I love Caitlin Clark, man. I love Caitlin Clark. I love it. I don't want to get blasphemous here, but I mean, it's Jordan-esque.
Listen to that again. That isn't just a soundbite. That is the sound of a billion-dollar empire realizing the WNBA has left the door wide open. The mainstream media and the corporate mouthpieces at ESPN want you to believe this is just a fun rumor. They want you to think this is some cute little crossover event where Caitlin Clark waves to the crowd and goes back to her studio apartment. That is a lie. This is not a PR stunt, this is a hostile takeover.
So I was like, oh, okay, you want to take the Bella twins on in the ring? Let's do it. So Sophie and Caitlin versus the Bellas.
Oh, I mean,
that'd
let's
actually
do it.
be really good. Book it! WrestleMania!
While Cathy Engelbert is busy gaslighting the fan base with empty promises about growing the game and marginal concessions, the WWE is preparing to do the one thing the WNBA refuses to do: cut the check. They are openly recruiting the face of your league to their biggest stage, and the terrifying reality for the bold guard is that they can't stop it. They think they own her. They truly believe Caitlin Clark has nowhere else to go. They think they can treat the most famous athlete in America like an unpaid intern, force her to fly commercial, and she'll just be grateful for the opportunity. But what happens when the new era realizes they don't need a league that resents their success? What happens when the leverage shifts and the golden goose decides to walk into an arena that actually pays her what she's worth? If you think Caitlin Clark needs to secure the bag, whether that's on a court or in a ring, hit that like button right now. Let's show the establishment that we see the panic in their eyes. But to understand why this Wrestlemania offer is actually a total nightmare for the WNBA, why it's an existential threat to their entire business model, you have to look at the secret meeting that happened in Indianapolis that the league tried to bury. We are staring down the barrel of a lockout because the old guard and the league office are too busy protecting their egos to secure the bag. Let's be real about what is happening right now. The 2026 season is being held hostage. The establishment is stalling the CBA negotiations, dragging their feet, and banking on the idea that the players will eventually fold because they have nowhere else to go. That has been the WNBA's leverage for 30 years. If you don't play here, you go play in Russia or Turkey for pennies and risk your safety. They are used to players having zero options. They are used to holding all the cards. But they forgot one massive, undeniable detail: they aren't negotiating with a normal rookie class anymore. They are negotiating with an economy. WWE superstar Seth Rollins didn't just pay Caitlin Clark a compliment when he called her Impact Jordan-esque, he was issuing a warning. He wasn't talking about a fadeaway jumper, he was talking about cultural gravity. For the first time in history, the WNBA has a player who is bigger than the league itself. Caitlin Clark doesn't need the WNBA logo to sell out an arena, the WNBA logo needs her to keep the lights on. This is the nightmare scenario the league office never saw coming. They were prepared for a labor dispute, they were not ready for a media conglomerate worth billions to kick down the back door and start recruiting their stars in their own backyard. The establishment thought they could starve the players out, but now they are realizing that while they are offering studio apartments, the WWE is offering an empire. The leverage has completely flipped. The league thinks they are playing poker with a rookie. But they forgot that this rookie has an enforcer who is already making moves behind the scenes. The WNBA spent the entire last season trying to handcuff Sophie Cunningham. They fined her, they criticized her physical play, and the old guard media clutched their pearls every time she brought that unapologetic, bad girl energy to the court. The league office looked at Sophie and saw a problem to be fixed. But the WWE looked at the exact same footage and saw a superstar to be signed. It exposes the absolute, catastrophic failure of WNBA marketing. You have a player who is charismatic, fearless, and willing to play the villain, the exact archetype that sells out arenas, and Cathy Engelbert's strategy was to tone her down. It is embarrassing. The league is allergic to money. They are running a business like it's a high school library, shushing anyone who gets too loud. Meanwhile, the WWE sees Sophie Cunningham for exactly what she is, a main event attraction who puts butts in seats. While the WNBA is busy playing politics and trying to force everyone to play nice, the biggest female wrestlers on the planet are watching the Indiana Fever and taking notes. They aren't asking for an apology for the physicality, they are asking for a match. They recognize that Sophie isn't just a basketball player, she is a character, an enforcer, and a weapon. And while the WNBA tries to suspend that energy, the Bella twins are ready to monetize it.
Yeah, when you're the bad girls, we know how to win.
We
Doesn't
saw
matter
it.
how tall, how
Yeah.
strong, we know.
His real target is the queen herself. And the offer they are preparing isn't just about a match, it's about humiliation.
WWE is trying to sponge off Caitlin. They want her to show her in ring, do some of that promotion, so they talk about her in an interview. She doesn't search for clout and is only about basketball. I mean, yeah, duh. I don't see her doing this. I see Sophie doing this. Absolutely.
That is the absolute, unfiltered truth that the league office is terrified to admit. They are parasites. The WNBA is sponging off a level of fame they didn't create, don't understand, and refuse to pay for. They want the Clark effect, clout without cutting the Clark effect check. But while the WNBA is busy trying to siphon off her relevance to keep their dying business model afloat, a real entertainment juggernaut has decided to stop asking for permission and start taking over. This isn't just a rumor anymore, it is a full-scale invasion. We aren't talking about a guest appearance in some random city. The WWE has officially planted its flag in CaitlinClark's backyard. Bianca Belair didn't just issue a polite invitation, she explicitly recruited Caitlin to the Royal Rumble in Indianapolis at Lucas Oil Stadium. Do you understand the disrespect? The WWE is walking into the WNBA's home turf, into the very city that CaitlinClark revitalized, and telling the world, we can offer her a stage that you can't even dream of. It is a hostile takeover of the WNBA's market share. The WNBA is starving for attention in the off-season, desperate for a crumb of relevance to bridge the gap to April. While the WWE doesn't need Caitlin's clout, they print money on their own. The WNBA needs the WWE's checkbook, not the other way around. It is the ultimate power move. One league is offering exposure, and the other is offering a global empire. So why is the league letting this happen? Why are they letting their biggest asset get courted by a rival entertainment giant without fighting back? The answer is pure, unadulterated jealousy. How can Kathy Engelbert possibly sit in that commissioner's chair and claim she is protecting the players, when she is literally driving them into a professional wrestling ring just to get paid? The hypocrisy isn't just frustrating, it is absolute. We are watching a league office that is willing to gatekeep the revenue, refusing the 30% gross share that these women have rightfully earned, and then they have the audacity to act shocked when the talent starts looking for an exit door. They want to talk about values and integrity, but the only thing they are protecting is their own bottom line. It is a complete clown show. Imagine for 1 second if Adam Silver looked LeBron James in the face during a contract negotiation and said, "Sorry King, we can't pay you what you're worth, but maybe you can go wrestle John Cena to make ends meet." It would be insulting. It would be a national scandal. Yet, that is exactly what the WNBA is doing to CaitlinClark. They want the Clark effect money, they want the sold-out arenas, the TV deals, and the merchandise sales, but they refuse to give Clark the respect that comes with it. They are treating the savior of their league like a nuisance they have to manage, rather than the business partner she actually is. They are gaslighting the fans into thinking a studio apartment is a win, while the biggest star in the world is being courted by a billion-dollar rival who knows exactly what she is worth. The league is fumbling the bag in real time, and they are too arrogant to admit it. But while the league is panicked and the old guard is jealous, CaitlinClark is doing exactly what she always does, handling business in silence. While the Bella twins are running their mouths on podcasts and the WNBPA is running a circus in the media, do you know where CaitlinClark is? She isn't on Twitter clapping back. She isn't in a boardroom begging for crumbs. She is in the lab, working in absolute, deafening silence. And that silence is the loudest thing in professional sports right now. This is a masterclass in leverage that the bold guard is too arrogant to understand. By not saying a word, by not rushing to sign a deal, and by letting these WWE rumors fly unchecked, CaitlinClark is holding a knife to the throat of the entire WNBA business model. She knows exactly what she is doing. Every day she stays silent is another day the league office spends in a state of absolute terror, wondering if their golden goose is about to fly the coop to a competitor that will actually treat her like royalty. She doesn't need to issue a press release. She doesn't need to stoop to the level of the petty drama. The mere threat of her walking out onto that Wrestlemania stage, even for one night, is enough to make every WNBA owner sweat through their suits. It forces them to look at the balance sheet and realize that without her, the growth they brag about evaporates overnight. The establishment thought they could control the narrative, but CaitlinClark just flipped the board. She holds all the cards, and she knows it. And if you think the owners are sweating, just wait until you see what the fans are saying. The internet has picked a side, and it is not with the league. The feedback from the streets is loud, it is aggressive, and it is a total indictment of everything the league office stands for. If you scroll through the comments on any platform right now, you won't see fear or outrage about a potential WWE crossover. You see relief. You see a fanbase that is practically begging for it. The sentiment isn't divided, it is unanimous. Let her wrestle. The WNBA doesn't deserve her. Sophie Cunningham was born for Wrestlemania. That is the voice of the paying customer, and it is a crushing blow to the ego of the WNBPA. The fans are exhausted. They are tired of the petty politics, the protection narratives, and the constant attempts to dim the lights on the biggest stars. They want the spectacle. They want to see CaitlinClark and Sophie Cunningham in an arena where they are celebrated for being killers, not penalized for it. It is the ultimate reality check for Cathy Engelbert. Think about how badly you have to fail at your job for your own fans to prefer seeing the face of your league get chokeslammed in a wrestling ring rather than watch her play another minute in your system. It proves that the WNBA has completely failed to capture the moment. The audience would rather watch a scripted drama that respects the talent than a professional sports league that resents it. The fans have spoken. The leverage has shifted. And now, I'm going to make a prediction that the WNBA is terrified to hear. Here is the prediction that the mainstream media is too terrified to make, but on this channel, we deal in absolute certainties. CaitlinClark will appear at a WWE event in 2026. Whether it is entering the Royal Rumble in Indianapolis or standing tall at Wrestlemania, she is going to cross that line. It isn't a matter of if, it is a matter of when. And when she does, it will instantly become the single biggest marketing moment of the sports year, and the WNBA won't see a single dime of it. This is the nightmare scenario the league office brought upon themselves. They spent so much energy trying to humble her, trying to control her, and trying to gatekeep her value that they pushed her right into the arms of a machine that knows how to treat a megastar. The bold guard thought they could hold the keys to the kingdom, but they forgot the most important rule of the new era. CaitlinClark doesn't need your keys because she owns the building. The gatekeepers tried to lock the doors, but the leverage has officially left the building. The billion-dollar betrayal is backfiring in real time, and the fallout is going to be spectacular. Will you watch CaitlinClark take over the WWE? Let me know in the comments below. And if you want to stay ahead of the collapse, hit that subscribe button. We aren't just watching the league panic, we're exposing it.